Yeah, thanks very much, Jonathon. I have to say, when I mention to people that I work in the environment for an airline, I get some interesting reactions, and it is like between a rock and a hard place. So my bosses think I'm trying to damage the company as I try to encourage us to pay for our carbon emissions. And then from the environmental community, they don't like me much because they think I'm trying to destroy the planet. So yeah, it's definitely challenging, as Jonathon has said. In fact, one of the most interesting descriptions I heard for my role is it must be like being a vegetarian in the abattoir, which I think, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. But we love a challenge, and it certainly has its moments. Let me say, we are very happy to support this initiative. We've been involved from the beginning, and we truly believe it represents a great opportunity to get more funds into UK low carbon projects. And certainly we've had a carbon offset programme for about 5 or 6 years now, and it's certainly provided us the opportunity to relaunch our scheme. And I'll talk about that in a second. But let me just say a bit about British Airways. I mean, if you don't know, we take our environmental responsibility very seriously. We have a fully worked up carbon management program, and it's not just about offsetting. Really that is the last resort for us. It really is about reducing our carbon emissions, which is why we have a target to reduce our emissions by 50% by 2050. But we were the first airline in the world to launch an offset scheme back in 2006, and since then we've had over 500,000 customers offset their emissions, with a total of 165,000 tonnes of CO2. Which is quite significant. But this scheme does prevent the opportunity to relaunch that programme, and it enables us to do 3 very important things, one of which has been mentioned a few times, but it's worth reiterating. First and foremost, it enables us to support UK-based projects. So our existing scheme, it's a United Nations Clean Development Mechanism, it's projects. We've had 3 projects, 2 in China, 1 in Brazil. And the very regular feedback we get from our customers is, why can't we support projects in the United Kingdom? We take them through the logic of the UN CDM, but again and again they say to us, we want the money to go back into low carbon projects in the UK. So this, very importantly, this framework enables us to do that. Secondly, if you didn't know, the airline industry, certainly the airline industry that flies within and to and from Europe, will be part of the EU Emissions Trading Scheme from January the 1st. So this enables us to launch a complementary scheme to the EU ETS, and most importantly to provide some more flexibility around the pricing options in terms of that customer offering, and I can talk in more detail about that later. But thirdly, as well, we are a Tier 1 sponsor for the London 2012 Games, so again it enables us to support some projects that align with the overall objectives with the Olympics, so basically low carbon projects at sports facilities in local communities. So again, there's a good link there. And I'm happy to say we have a couple of examples of those types of projects, and I'll invite them to come and just outline their specific initiatives in a second. So first of all, we have Mike Lee from the Fenham Swimming Pool up in Newcastle, looking at developing solar panel facilities to provide water heating. And secondly, we have Nigel Williams from the Osprey Leisure Centre in Weymouth, directly adjacent to the National Sailing Academy, which is clearly the sailing facility for the Olympic Games. So I'll ask them in a second to come and just give a bit more flesh on the bones to those particular projects. And of course, thank you. It's been 2.5 years in the pipeline. It's had its moments, but thank you very much to the partners, BRE, Forum for the Future and Deloitte. It's great to get to this point, and we're really excited about being able to launch our new low carbon initiative in about 3 weeks' time, so mid-September. So with that, let me please introduce first Mike and then Nigel to go through their projects.